All right, so we finally got another update for the PlayStation 5. It's only in the beta stage at this moment, so not everyone has access to it, but I'm pretty sure you can go ahead and sign up for the beta program if you want to try out the update. So this update comes with some features that a lot of people have been asking for a while. Not everybody's going to care about them, but there's still, some good features to have around for when you might need them. So the first one I'm going to talk about really quickly here is 1440p support. So if you have a display that supports 1440p resolution, so 2560 by 1440p, then you'll be glad to know that now you can play games, in that resolution. So for example, if a game can be played in 1440p resolution, then now you can do that, natively on the PS5. So before, what the PS5 would have done with 1440p gameplay is super sample it to 4K. So now what they've done is make it so you can choose that resolution so you can play in that resolution. So if you want to find out if your TV or your monitor is compatible with 1440p gameplay output, you got to go into settings, go to screen and video, and then test 1440p output. So it'll test it at different resolutions. That way you know if your TV or your monitor supports that resolution. Another thing that they've added is Gamelists. Now, this is the one that I'm most excited for. And the reason why I'm most excited for it is because it allows you to categorize your different games. So now you can categorize different games however you like. Like for me personally, what I did was I've categorized a lot of games that I haven't finished, so I classified them as unfinished games. That way I can go back to my game library and just decide to either download them or just play them directly if they're already on the system. So whatever game you've already got on your console, it could be either disc or it could be digital. And if it's digital and you've already deleted it off your console, you can still add it to a game list. That way it's there and you can go into that game list of, say, unfinished games and then download, whatever games you haven't finished and then continue it from there. At least that's how I'm using it so far. So you can have a total of up to 15 game lists, and within each game list you can, have up to 100 games. Another feature that they've added now is pretty much quick resume. So if you have an Xbox or if you have any experience with this, Series X or S, then you probably already know about quick resume. So quick resume would allow you to jump right back into wherever you stopped in any game on the Xbox. But on the PS5 now, we just got resume activity. So what that does is it allows you to continue any activity within whatever game you're playing. You jump right back into it, as opposed to going through the loading screen at the beginning and then loading the game, all of that. Just select resume activity and you're right back where you stopped. And the cool thing about resume activity is it gives you a bunch of activities within the game to either start or to resume. So it just highlights all these different missions that you're on, side missions you're on, and you can just decide to jump right back into where whichever one you want and continue from there. So that is super cool in my opinion. I already love quick resume on Xbox, so PlayStation bringing something similar to the table is is perfect. I love it. Another feature they've added now is that you can now compare what 3D audio would sound like versus stereo sound. So now you can test out both and see which one works best for you on the same screen. The remaining features that came with this new update are all pretty much social features. So if you do a lot of voice chat, a lot of party chat, then you're going to love these new features. So number one is request share screen. So you can request to share screen, the gameplay screen of your friend or whoever you want to watch, their play. You can request it now, as opposed to them just sharing it to you automatically. So to do that, you gotta go to the voice chat card, click on the name of the person you want to see their gameplay screen, and just request share screen. The next social feature is joinable game notification. So joinable game notification will allow you to join a game that your friend is already playing automatically. So it gives you a notification whenever you join a party saying that, oh, this person is playing this game, do you want to join it? If it's a joinable game, then you can just immediately jump into that game. The next social feature is not that exciting. It pretty much allows you to view your friend's profile. So now when you go ahead and accept a friend request from the received list, you can go ahead and also check out their profile from the accepted request list. Lastly, for the social features, you can now go ahead and send game stickers and messages directly from the game-based menu. But that's pretty much it. That's all they've got for us with this update right here. So like I said, some highly requested features like game lists and 1440p support. So if you've been waiting for one of these features to come to the PlayStation 5, I'd like you guys to go ahead and comment down below. But that's pretty much it in this one. I hope you guys, enjoy the video. If you did, go ahead and drop a like down below, and I shall catch you guys in my next video.